Hi, and welcome to my channel, Unique Tarot, where I post tarot and oracle readings to help others find their way and gain clarity through a pick a card group readings. I am also available for personal readings, and that information is in the description box below. Um, the reading today is titled "How Can I Restore My Hope for the Future?" And I have two piles, which here in a few minutes I'll show you the cards to choose from. Um, Now, I have shuffled ahead of time, and that's due to the fact that, in case you couldn't tell, it's a little shaky. It's because I'm holding my phone. I don't have anything to mount it on, and I just don't have the equipment yet. I'm just starting out. As far as the voice thing goes and the delivery, well, I'm working on my nerves. So just be patient with me, and we'll get there. I appreciate your your willingness to work with me when I just starting out and learning. Here real soon we'll see a big difference. I just got to get used to the process. Um, so that being said, like I said, I've already shuffled and laid out the cards for each reading because I can't be holding the phone while I do that. It's just too chaotic. I've tried it and it doesn't work. As soon as I get some more equipment, I get the money to get better equipment, then we'll make for a better reading as far as the visuals go. I think the message is pretty much the same. It's just kind of choppy right now because of my nerves. Um, let's see. I've included all the information on how to do a personal reading if you want a personal reading, um, or how to get in touch with me. Otherwise, in my in the description box below. Now, if you have any questions or for some reason you can't get a hold of me through um, my email or whatnot, there's also feel free to leave a comment and I answer those. Suggestions, feel free to comment. I'm always open for ideas on how I can do it different. Um, just bear with me and we'll get smoother at this. Thank you. Okay, and these are our two piles for this reading. We have pile number one with this card and this kind of abstract looking deck. And then pile number two is this card and my Dragon Tarot deck. Hi, pile one. Um, I've already shuffled and set out your cards, and we'll get right into the reading. If this is the pile that chose this card right here, and we're asking Spirit, how can you restore your hope for the future? And I'm looking at this picture, and I'm seeing a guy, going off on his own and meditating and focusing and letting the world go by around him, and just letting it go as it goes instead of trying to make it something different. And then with the tarot cards we got for you, we have the Hermit and the Nine of Swords, which talks about going within to 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 discover yourself and to find yourself. And the Nine of Swords is about anxieties and sleepless nights. So it's going within to find your strength in yourself and getting through the anxious nightmare thinking kind of mode by settling your mind and refocusing on something more positive. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Well, the Four of Cups is about um, the grass is greener on the other side, right? And reverse, it's internalizing it. So you got to quit um, seeing that what everybody else has that you don't, and and focus more on what you do have already, and that will help you to go forward with more hope. Um, with the Justice card in reverse, I see that it doesn't feel like anything's fair or just to you right now, and you're not getting what you're putting into it. And in reverse, that just talks about looking at things with clarity and logic. You know, you gotta you gotta see things for how they are and not how you want them to be. You gotta see the honesty and the truth of the situation. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. You know, it's about knowing your own mind, and then standing up for it. Um, against people trying to change it, and people trying to, you know, conflict and and attacking your beliefs and your system, and you need to stand up for that and know what you want and stand for it. And then the Five of Swords is a card of self deception, and so we're back to, in order to restore your hope for the future, you need to not learn, but you got to be more honest with yourself about your situation. You know, look at it from a different perspective after you've gone within to settle your mind down and stop feeling so emotionally connected to the situation. It's the way to get it settled in your mind so that you can have hope for the future again. And over here we have the moon energy and the higher consciousness. And see how both of these two characters got their arms raised and their faces up heavenward. You know, they're talking about connecting with spirit, meditating, and 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 letting spirit guide the way. You know, be more open to what spirit has to say to you. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life, it says. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So you got to go with the flow, surrender to the way that things are going, and realize that we can't control everything, and not everything is going to look the way we want it first, but it always does work out. And then the last two cards we have here are the honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So, see, being honest with yourself about the situation and how trying to look and see how it's not as bad as it looks. You know, look at how far you've come and be honest with yourself about it. You know, don't beat yourself up. Just be truthful and be willing to put in the work. And then we have the empathy card. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So that means looking at it from a different perspective, you know. Um, Once again, it's about changing the way you see things, going within and calming down and changing the way you see things. And then be honest with yourself about the situation and what needs to be done about it. And then you can move forward and you can have hope, you know. Because if you look back at everything you've already accomplished in your life, you'd see how far you've come and you'll realize that you can do this. This is good. This is good. You just let yourself talk your mind into thinking that there wasn't any hope, that it was all bad, when in honesty you're not being just, you're not being fair to yourself. You know, you're judging yourself by other people and what they've accomplished or what you think you should be doing, when right now you need to be focused on settling your mind and on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. So take some time to yourself, meditate, connect to your higher power, and be honest about the situation with yourself and see from a different point of view how it's not all that bad, and that will help you to be more hopeful for the future. This is the reading for those of you who chose pile 2, this card right here. And how can you restore your hope for the future? Now, I've already shuffled and dealt your tarot cards and your oracle cards. Um, so let's get right into it. We've got the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, Two of Cups, Eight of Coins, Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. There's a lot of cups in this reading. There's a lot of love in this reading. Um, how can you restore your hope for the future? The King of Cups. It's like mastering your emotions, not it's not necessarily wearing your heart on your sleeve and not being cold and logical, but not being overly emotional either. So it's learning to live with and master your emotions and your feelings and your emotional reactions to things. With the Five of Cups, that's a card of loss, um, of something being lost or left behind, and maybe that's what you need to do is you know not just learn to master and control your emotions in the moment and your emotional responses to stuff, but to know when to accept your loss, focus on your what you still have, and move forward. You know, because that's what the Five of Cups is about. Is there's three cups that are spilled, but there's two cups that aren't in the regular tarot deck, and it's about loss, but not everything is lost. So you need to master your emotional reaction to things, but you need to unattach yourself emotionally from things that you have to walk away from. You know, um, these two cards right here, the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, it talks about relationships and partnerships and the way you interact with others. And the Three of Cups is also a card of being with other people, and getting out and enjoying things and celebrating the small victories in life. Um, so once again, we go back to focus on what you have instead of what you lost. You know, focus on the people around you and your relationships, and that's going to bring you more hope for the future. And then we have the Eight of Coins, which is um, a craftsman. It's about being, honing your craft and practicing your skills. So it's about doing something that you're good at. You know, um, get creative and learn something and master a new skill. You know, bring more creativity into your life. And the Queen of Cups is about nurturing and mothering others and yourself, and open your heart. That's what I see. With all these cups, it's like open yourself up to the good, love, and the friendships that are around you. And instead of focusing on the people or the things that you've lost, focus on what you still have and build on that, you know, and that'll help you to throw yourself into the new life that you've created for yourself. It looks like with the Eight of Coins, you know, it's like you lost something and now you've gone in and you created a new life for yourself, and so that you're not got those where the loss was, but you're not opening yourself up to the people around you and enjoying what you still have and the people that are here and your new things that are coming in, learning new things, doing what you're passionate at, being creative, celebrating your small things, you know, um, just enjoying the people around you and the stuff that you still have. And that'll help bring you some for the future. And then see this card, the one that you picked for your pile. It's it looks like that too. It's like allowing people in. See, they let them close enough in to enjoy the moment and enjoy the interaction. And then we have Protect Your Dreams and Shine from Within, which are both fairy cards. And it says, you are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So focus on what's positive and where you're going. Shine from within. It says, true beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. It's time for self acceptance and revealing your true beauty. So you need to accept what's going, accept this new you, accept this new life, and heal from these losses by enjoying what's still around you, and celebrating the small things. Let yourself get passionate and worked up about things. Be creative, be wild and spontaneous. Enjoy your new beginning. And it says right here, I release the need to know all the answers. So you don't need to know why the loss happened. That's not going to change the fact that it did. Um, what you need is to focus on what you still have and this new life you've made for yourself. And then we have the growth card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So by removing your doubt and removing the focus on the negative, you can grow and expand and have hope, for your future and the people that are in it. Because the people around you, they just want to love you and care for you and nurture you. Um, that's all these cards are up here. It's about focusing on the other people around you, focusing on the people that make you feel good, on nurturing yourself and mastering your emotions, and learning that just because you lost something and you're grieving doesn't mean that the rest of the what's coming is going to be just dull and gray. You can move forward without having to forget. You know, it's easier to have hope for the future if you're focused on the future and what's going right than if you're looking back at what you lost. Letting other people in, shine from within, dream big dreams, and go for it. Thank you.